Welcome to Youth News, the show for the next generation to share their opinions on today's topic. Today, I'm joined by Janae and Lola. Nowadays, it seems like everyone is always working, either it be working overtime at a job, having a second job, or even overachieving in their personal lives. A lot of people are comfortable talking about how hard they work, but is it necessary to be successful, or is it just too much? What are your thoughts on hustle culture?
I'm iffy about it. I feel like it's necessary. I feel like, how am I supposed to be a CEO? How am I supposed to be in the 1%? I know we hate the 1%, but dang it, I want to be part of the 1%. I want to live life.
Right.
How am I supposed to do that if I'm not like grinding to the pavement?
I think there's nothing wrong with grind culture. I think you can simultaneously be grinding and also live in the moment and appreciate where you are. Like, you can acknowledge that you've been far and that you're at a point where a lot of people aren't, and that's due to your hard work, but you should always keep in the back of your mind that you should continue grinding so that you can get to where you are comfortable at.
Yeah, my whole thing is like, when we talk about like, all right, getting to the 1%, and like, to me, defining that as living life is gonna cause at least 99% of the population to be unhappy.
Right.
Because there will only always be a 1%. You know what I mean? I think like, if we all be happier with less, then we won't need to have the Lamborghini, to have the best successful job, to have whatever relationship, to have all of these things to like fulfill us in life. And yeah.
See, maybe that's the problem with Americans today, that we just want more.
Yeah.
We want more, like, even if we have a nice Hyundai, we're like, no, we want that Lamborghini.
Right.
I want that Ferrari.
Even when you
I
get
want
the
that Land
Lamborghini, there's the
Rover.
better one.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I also feel like even now, like me, like finishing school, I'm in this like mindset where I'm like, what am I gonna do in my life? And I kind of feel like grind culture becomes toxic at some point, where you feel like just because you're done with something and you're kind of resting and you're not doing anything, it's as if you're not progressing. And I feel like that's how it's become in my life, a little toxic, because I'm like, what am I gonna do in my life? And at this point, I should be relaxing because I have like finished things that most people haven't. So I don't know, it could be a bit toxic.
No, you know what? Even though I'm for grind culture, I can see that because I went to school with a girl. She was 25 years old. She already had a master's degree in pharmacy, just got her MBA. And she was telling me that she was gonna get a master's in psychology too.
Jeez.
And I was thinking, girl,
slow
down. You already have 2 master's degrees.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. And it's more than likely because in her mind, she's like, well, there's more things I could be doing. And that's when it becomes...
I think we kind of get taught that there's this sort of like golden goodie at the end of the tunnel. And if we just keep going and keep grinding, one day we're gonna get there and then we can relax and then we can be happy. But to me, it's like this whole and then is, there's never and then. Like, you get to there, maybe one day you become a CEO of something and then you're like, is that it?
Right, I agree.
But wouldn't that be great though, that you're like, you're at the top? Like, there's nothing else.
But
like, I'm running it.
But like, why is the top like better than an employee or better than any other thing that's
I guess
less money?
that's based off of like opinions or like I guess statistical stuff. Like a certain like position may be seen obviously as better just because of the benefits that come with it and the luxury that comes with it.
Yes, the luxury.
But I mean, like, you got like some of the most successful people in the world that have way more money than any of us have, and they won't be happy. Not they in general, but like so many super successful people not happy,
They literally
always
commit
needing
suicide,
more, needing more, and they're
Yeah.
at like the top. And then you got a lot of people who don't have much money at all, but they're just happy to have sunshine and water and food, and to just wake up and be alive.
Yeah, but if I want sushi at like a Friday night, sunshine and water's not gonna give me that. I gotta spend my money.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think it's based basically off of how you live your life, because I know I'm high maintenance and I like to buy out food. I like to go sit at restaurants. So I know I can't be lower than a certain level because that pay is not gonna pay for my lifestyle.
And
I guess my point I'm making that is like, if you could eat at a super fancy restaurant every single day for the rest of your life, at first it would be awesome, and then you just get used to it. And then you'd want something better, and it'll just be like you're eating normal food again because it's just become the new normal.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I feel like
can see that.
if that's my new normal, if I work less and I have to get a lower standard of food then it would be below normal. I'd be like, oh, I could be getting Chili's. I enjoy Chili's. And
Chili's.
I'll be like, no, this isn't the same as Grillsmith or Capital Grill.
Yeah.
But isn't it like, wouldn't you not want to have a situation where like certain food just tastes bad now? Like, because certain rich people have like, because they've just had so many pleasures and have all these different things, just like normal life, like walking a dog becomes like not.
Yeah, you're
as
saying it's
fun
never going to be
anymore
enough,
because,
basically.
Like,
Yeah.
Almost like, to me, it's almost like a drug where like if you are constantly taking some drug, eventually the drug becomes like your new normal and it's not good anymore, so you need more drugs to keep filling it up.
Gateway drugs.
And then when the drug wears off, you're like, oh my God, this sucks.
I need it, yeah.
See,
Like,
well,
I don't
maybe
want normal life to suck.
want to have the drug. I want to be living it up.
Right.
But my perspective is that's not living it up. That's the opposite. It's like the illusion of living it up.
I guess to me, I feel, and I get where both of you guys are coming. I guess to me, like, being that it's possible that these things will become normal to me, I guess that's where it becomes toxic, because then you're just constantly striving, like you said, constantly grinding, constantly trying to get to the next thing, and each of those levels are going to become normal eventually. But then I guess that's where it comes in, where you should be able to appreciate in the moment, and I guess just kind of, I don't know, take it into consideration that you're at a good place in life.
Hey, work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
Okay? Work hard, play hard.
Equally.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't like that saying.
Really?
Yeah. Why don't you like it?
The reason why is because I think we make this big separation in our culture between the idea of work and play.
There should be, no?
Yeah, like to me, there's no difference.
Really?
Because here's the thing. If we spend our whole lives, right, we have to work a certain portion of our lives.
Yeah.
We define that as work, where it's not enjoyable, but I gotta just do it so I make enough money so that then I can do another thing called play. That makes us hate a third of our lives, which is work. To me, every activity is just an activity. Like doing the dishes, for example, that's something most people don't like doing, but it's really just like, it can be just like a dance. You're just like, whoop.
I guess.
Just the next, and then the next.
I guess when they say work hard, play hard, I'm assuming so I can see where you're coming from, but I think when they say work hard, play hard, do I think there's a time and place to play? Yes, which is where that memo came out, or where that statement came out, because I think you can't always enjoy places or things that are supposed to be straight for work and have playful moments, because that will stray you from what you need to do or what you need to focus on. Do I think things that you work on can be playful, can be enjoyable? Yes, in a sense, but to mix play and work, it can't be the same, because then I'm not actually working, I'm just playing. I don't know.
I like to separate it, because I always say, once it hits 5 o'clock, I unplug, I'm in playtime.
I don't look at my emails.
Same.
I have a question for you guys then.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to reach your fullest potential in any activity of life? Do you think it's possible to reach your fullest potential if you're not actually enjoying it? Because to me, like, I love writing. If I'm not enjoying the writing, I'm not going to be able to write my best work. So I have to be able to have play in it, not like a trivial play, like a sincere play.
Well,
you know,
you're right. I think
agree.
to be successful, you have to hopefully like what you're doing.
To some degree,
but I feel like it's not relaxing. When I think of play, I think like I'm compartmentalizing that. If I'm working, I'm putting effort into something, I'm doing it. But when it's play, it's like I'm relaxing, no pressure.
Yeah, I'm not focused on the outcomes.
My perspective is you can be putting effort in something and still have it completely being play. Like think about playing the piano.
Yeah.
Like we don't say you're working the piano. We call it play because it's play, but you can still be like fully like.
Well, I think that's like moments of enjoyment, because when you're working, because most pianists, if they're trying to practice, yes, they can enjoy, but if they're trying to reach a certain level to the highest of their abilities to be successful to a certain degree, play won't come into play. It won't come into play, because at that point it needs extra attention, extra practice, extra stuff, and not everyone's gonna want to do extra things outside of their normal activity, like pianists just playing the piano. But if they're trying to reach get into like a
Juilliard or something.
That play is going to stop at some point. Unfortunately, it is. They're going to still enjoy the act of playing piano, but they're gonna have to take it more serious and put more work into it.
I don't know about that,
You don't
because
think?
if you act like people like Bob Marley, Bobby
Mm-hmm.
McFerrin, there's a lot of like really big artists that actually stress this big importance on making sure you're still enjoying it. Because I think a lot of times if you go too far on the side of like, I'm gonna practice so hard and make sure I
Right.
become a master,
Right.
then you lose that passion and that kills your motivation, kills your drive. But I do think it's also important to practice.
Yeah.
But I think the practice itself, it can be fun.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah, but practicing is not grinding. I just feel when I'm at work and I'm grinding, it's not practice, it's showtime. And play is I'm playing, I'm practicing. Like, it's play.
I can see that.
There's like grinding, work, okay, this is the game time. Play is I'm chilling, I'm growing, I'm preparing for the work.
I don't want anyone to think that grinding, like necessarily like working and it's time to work, can't be enjoyable, because play and being enjoyable is two different things. Playing is not just enjoying what you're doing, it's also having nothing on your shoulder and not watching or not trying to determine your success from your output. You're just playing, you're just enjoying the moment, you're not worried about anything. But you can also work hard, it's time to work, and enjoy what you're doing, but it's time to work. There's no I can't worry about the outcome because I need to worry about my outcome. This is me working. So I think it's like two different things. Playing and like enjoying, two different things, I think, when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Well, we want to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on hustle culture? What do you think about work? What do you think about play? Do you think they can be mixed? Do you think they're only separate? Share your thoughts down below.